Well, Hans von Spakovsky is a senior legal fellow at the Heritage Foundation, and he joins us now for more. Hans, Happy New Year. First off, can you help us and set the stage by describing what Wednesday will look like when Congress meets to formally count the votes cast by the Electoral College?
Sure. They'll be holding a joint session. It's administered by the vice president. They open up the Electoral College vote certifications from each state, and they count the votes. The statute that governs this says that if a senator and a representative file a written objection to the certification from a particular state, well, then the joint session temporarily breaks up. The House goes to its chamber, the Senate goes to its chamber, and there they debate and vote on whether that objection should be sustained or overruled. And then the joint session resumes, depending on what the results of that are.
Senator Lindsey Graham is one of many not supporting Republican colleagues and opposing the certification of the results, saying it establishes unwise precedent. Do you agree?
Well, what I'd say about that is, look, it's really up to Congress to be the final judge on the certifications from the states. It depends on how much evidence and how much certain evidence they have of potential problems that raise questions about the outcome of the election in each state. If there isn't sufficient evidence for that, well, then those objections are going to be overruled and they're not going to be sustained.
Hans, looking at the numbers, most concede that this won't change the outcome in the Senate or particularly in the House, where Democrats have the majority advantage. So what's the point?
Well, I think one of the things that needs to come out of this election, no matter what the final result is state legislatures all over the country, particularly in places like Pennsylvania and Georgia, understanding that there are big holes and big vulnerabilities in our election system. And when their legislatures start up at the beginning of this year, they need to fix those problems. And they need to put in reforms that make sure that we don't have these problems again, and we don't have the public questioning the outcome of an election.
Hans, thank you so much for your insights.
Thanks, Hans.
Sure, thanks.